Pegs, the designer and the content creator behind LeakJones.com, hanging out with us today. What's up, man?
Not a whole lot. How about you?
Just because we want to know more about the website, like the behind the scenes of it, because it takes a lot of work to do, I'm sure.
It really does. Like, I spend probably 4 or 5 hours a day surfing the web at any given time. You know, in the morning, then the afternoon, and then night. And then I'm up late all the time, so I'll be up till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow,
that's
looking
cool.
at news articles and videos and looking for music. So I mean, it's definitely a full commitment.
I mean, how would you describe Leak Jones?
Hip hop, R&B, music first website. Like we're a media outlet. You know, we give you music, we give you interviews, we put out mixtapes. We're kind of like, we do everything. We feed the people, I guess.
That's something that's really important when it comes to like entertainment and music. Is you got to find a way to connect with the fans of whoever it may be, and I think that's something that y'all do a real good job at.
Well, thank you.
Now, how did it start?
I was just like, just a big music fan. I would try to find it before everybody, and I had to go to my friends like, oh, I got this new song, you need to check it out. And all the local artists, like Corey, Babes, we went to school together freshman year when he was in BG, and so I would help him out, press up CDs for him, hand them out to people, just always interested in the business. And then I was hitting up EV all the time, like, EV was this well-known DJ, like, let me help you any way I can, anyway. So finally he came to me one day and was like, I got this website idea I want to put together, and you always have music, you always give me music, can you help me out? And I was like, yeah, what do you need? So he pitched me this idea, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it for sure. And then, it was a little rough at first getting used to running a website, because I never did anything like that before in my life. But then once we got used to it, now we're just we're a well-oiled machine, I guess you could say.
That's cool. How did, why is Leak Jones created for the fans?
Well, it was mostly because there's a lot of websites out there, but they don't really put a lot of people on. They'll always put on Lil Wayne and Young Jeezy and Jay-Z and all the big-time artists, but, they don't give a lot of the other artists a lot of recognition. People like those artists have fans, too, so we tried to create a middle ground where we give you the Lil Waynes and Jay-Z's, but we also try to introduce you to new artists that you might like that you never would have listened to if we didn't present it to you. We're trying to expand people's listening horizons, I guess you could say, because that's the same way I was. I wouldn't listen to a lot of those artists, but now I'm kind of forced to, because I got to find out what's new and what's going to be like the new trend. Like Drake, no one would have listened to Drake before he got big if it wasn't for the websites, but everybody, you see his name out there so much, it's like, maybe I should check him out, and now look where he's at. So
it was a bidding war going on for Drake.
Yeah.
What did they get him for? Like
$4 million, I think he signed.
Yeah.
And it's like that's just distribution. So,
that's not even the actual record deal itself.
Yeah.
Well, you were hip to it first.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing some stuff from Drake on LeakJones.com last year.
Yeah, we had him on there about like 10 months ago before the So Far Gone mixtape dropped. And then when that hit, that's when everything exploded. But before that, when he had these little songs with Lil Wayne, and everyone was like, who is this guy? But then, now he's one of the biggest names out there right now today.
He had a huge show in BG. Did you go to that?
No, I didn't go. They moved that to Toledo.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did. It was supposed to be in BG, but they moved it to Toledo. I know he was like, come on, man. I helped get your buzz up around here, and you gonna come up and move it on me?
Yeah, I was a little upset about that, but...
Twitter and the blogs and stuff, they've been a big thing now for music and stuff. Is that how Leak Jones kind of try to get their way and kind of shine through that?
Yeah, I guess you could consider us a blog, kind of what we are. We use Twitter and Facebook, the social networking sites, to really get our name out.
Oh, yeah.
Right. When we come back, though, we're going to keep hanging out with Pegs from LeakJones.com, and we want you to hang out, too, because there's some stuff that you need to know that you probably don't, so we're going to get you hip on The Scoop, Z88. I'm Terrence J.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Pegs.
Pegs from LeakJones.com hanging out with us on The Scoop today. You probably don't know what LeakJones.com is. It's something that's really innovative in the entertainment and music game. It's real interesting what you guys do over there.
Thank you.
No problem. Amanda and I, we always talk about like just the changes in music and the trend. What do you think about all that?
Right now, I think it's kind of in a weird state right now. You got the Gucci Mans and the OJ the Juice Mans.
I'm sorry.
They're coming up and they have their own thing, but then you got the other artists like the Kid Cudi and the Wale's and the Drakes who come from the other side. They're on completely different sides of the spectrum, and then you have like the Lady Gaga who's kind of in both. She's got hip-hop
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Over her, yeah.
And so, and she's international. It's really in a weird place right now, and a lot of record labels are concerned because, records aren't selling anymore, so they're trying to find other avenues. And I guess you say music has been going down because they got, the ringtone rappers, like, I'm not going to say any names. But
no disses on that.
Yeah, no disses.
No diss track.
It's just seeing, like, artists like Wally and Kid Cudi on the radio now, it's a little more refreshing, I think.
I kind of see you as somebody, Pegs, as being a music connoisseur.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you guys catch it before it comes mainstream, and that's really cool. And would you say it's because of, like, the mixtape hype?
The mixtapes those are more important, I think, than CDs. 'Cause, look at Drake, his mixtape alone, he sold 100,000 copies of a mixtape he put out a year ago for free. The mixtapes those are what everyone listens to. Besides, you have Jay-Z and Lil Wayne CDs, but for every other artist that isn't top 5 selling out arenas, mixtapes are what keeps you connected right to your fans at all times. You can put those out whenever.
Wayne does mixtapes.
Yeah, Wayne that's where he got to the level he got to was because of his mixtapes.
And with all the mixtape hype, some people don't really know what a mixtape actually consists of.
It consists of a lot of records that you wouldn't find on the album. With mixtapes, if it's recorded, it can go out. Like right away. There's a lot of songs. I know right now, for example, Wale has a song with Rihanna. It didn't make his album, but it's on a whole bunch of mixtapes. So fans can still get some quality music that for like situations like that. And
yeah, it is unfortunate sometimes when good songs don't make it.
Yeah.
So how did Lee Jones start to establish like credibility for the fans? Because I know people, good friends of mine, who they check it every day. They check LeeJones.com. Seriously though, you know me well enough to know I'm not gonna just say that because it sounds good on the radio, but like I really do know people who Lee Jones is saved in their what is
favorites.
That called? What favorites? Yeah. What did you guys do to create that?
We looked at our market. Our main fan base or viewers are from the Midwest, and we know that. So we try to connect with Midwest fans, predominantly over other areas. Kid Cudi is probably our biggest attraction on our website. So anything Kid Cudi, we make sure we get up. We put out the Kid Cudi mixtape, the Dat Kid from Cleveland mixtape.
Yeah.
That did like 250,000 downloads.
Wow.
And MTV, BET, top 10 mixtape of the year. And that kind of boosted us. And then Wiz Khalifa from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos.
Yeah,
about him.
we got a song from him. We had an exclusive from him. That's kind of a big thing is if you get that record before everybody else, every other person that puts it up kind of gives you props on it, like shout outs to Lee Jones for having this before everybody else type of thing. So that's kind of how we got to respect is you got to break a few records, and once you do that, then you start attract more of a fan base.
I tell you, you're a music connoisseur.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Having things first is like the biggest step. How do you know when an artist is big?
It's all about buzz. If I see like an MTV or XXL magazine or someone like that is doing an article on them or something, I know that their buzz is growing. If you're an artist and you're trying to like talk to me, and if you're the first person I've ever heard speak about you is yourself, obviously I know your buzz isn't much.
And because of course they're not gonna say, oh yeah, here's my CD, my MP3. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the greatest thing in the world, which I can understand.
Yeah. But that's how I kind of view an artist buzz is if I want to hear about you from somebody else that, someone I respect. I have a lot of people that I talk to, if they're telling me about you, then I'll check you out. There's a lot of artists coming up that if I see them on college shows, those are kind of artists that are on the rise, the ones that have the niche market with the college kids. Those are the artists like Wiz Khalifa, Big Sean, Mike Posner, Kid Cudi, those types of artists.
Right. It's another area that you guys seem to be tapping into, but we'll talk about that in a second. Right when we come back, though, Z88, all you got to do is keep hanging out with us. It's The Scoop.